Okay, let's unpack this. There's a vital part of life that, for many men, society has sort of quietly told them is well over. We're talking about the natural evolution of, masculine energy and vitality as men mature. But what if that's not the end? What if it's actually just a profound new beginning, an invitation maybe? Today, we're diving deep into an ancient understanding, a really different perspective on this whole transformation.
That's precisely it. That masculine force, that energy, it doesn't just vanish or get lost.
Yeah.
What the ancient traditions really show us is that it simply changes form. It transforms. And within that transformation, your body sends out this kind of invitation. It's a call, really, to engage with yourself in a new way, more profound, incredibly conscious. And this isn't about finding some quick fix. It's about a deep, a time-honored reconnection.
Yeah, it's true though, isn't it? As men pass a certain age, maybe 60 or around there, they naturally notice shifts. Perhaps not the same boundless energy, maybe not the same immediate responsiveness they once knew. And that can be unsettling. But what we're finding here, what these traditions illuminate, is that ancient peoples had this remarkably insightful way of looking at it. They didn't just see decline, they saw a transition. And they used something quite accessible, the power of natural oils. And this wasn't like superstition, was it? It was more like, deeply observed wisdom, almost an ancient science, you could say.
Exactly. Ancient science is a good way to put it. It's this wisdom that reveals a very gentle, ritualistic approach. It's a path of patient, profound reconnection with your body's evolving rhythms. It's really about listening to its signals, and providing the kind of nourishment it actually craves now. This practice, it's not about forcing anything. It's more like coaxing the body, nurturing its inherent capacity for vitality, even in maturity.
Okay, so if we're embracing this traditional path, it's not just what you apply, but the intention, the mindfulness, the method itself. And it all starts with a really critical first step, right?
Absolutely critical. That first step is understanding dilution. You see, these essential oils, they're highly concentrated. They're incredibly potent plant essences, powerful stuff, which means they must always be diluted before they touch your skin. Always. Applying them pure, undiluted. That can cause irritation, sometimes significant. The formula, it's generally accepted, is pretty simple. For every 1 to 2 drops of your essential oil, you want to blend it with about 10 drops of a neutral carrier oil.
Okay, 10 drops carrier to 1 or 2 essential. Got it. And carrier oils are like?
Think of gentle options, things like sweet almond oil or fractionated coconut oil, the liquid kind, or jojoba oil is another great one. This dilution, it not only makes them safe, which is paramount, but it also helps them spread more easily over the skin and absorb better.
Right, makes sense. So once you've got your blend ready, properly diluted, then the ritual part really begins. You take a small amount, just a few drops maybe, and gently warm it between your palms. Really feel that warmth, letting the energy transfer, kind of infusing the oil with your intention.
Exactly. And then with slow, deliberate circular movements, you apply that warmed oil. Focus on 2 main areas. The lower abdomen, so just above the pubic bone, and also at the very base of the male member itself. And as you're doing this gentle massage, remember to breathe deeply, consciously. This isn't just putting oil on skin. It's an internal recalibration, bringing awareness and intention to an area that's often, neglected.
And that deliberate touch, that conscious act, it really elevates it, doesn't it? From just a task into something more profound, like sending a message to your own body. It's an affirmation, really.
Right.
Of respective care, maybe even love. You're basically communicating on a fundamental level that this part of you is still strong, still desirable, still honored. It's like re-engaging with your own masculine core.
Beautifully put. Now let's dive into the specific oils that these ancient traditions held in such high regard, and crucially, how they believed they worked. Let's start with those known for bringing warmth and boosting circulation. Take ginger oil, for instance. In many Asian traditions, ginger was seen as the embodiment of the warmth of life. Biochemically, we know it's a potent vasodilator, which just means it gently encourages blood vessels to expand.
Oh, okay. Vasodilator.
Right. So it's not just about feeling warm, though it does that too. It's about actively inviting fresh blood flow, ushering in oxygen, vital nutrients, bringing renewed vitality to areas that might have become a bit sluggish. Think of it like, opening up the sluice gates to a dormant river. And similarly, cinnamon oil. With its warm, spicy essence, it was revered for stimulating circulation too, almost literally reminding the body of its inner vital fire.
That's fascinating. Connecting that internal warmth directly to actual blood flow. So it's not just a comforting feeling, it's a real physical stimulus that these ancient practitioners understood. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. it's not just about what these oils are, but what they actually do, physically, energetically.
Yeah.
Based on centuries of, careful observation.
Exactly right. So next, let's consider oils that focus more on awakening sensation and improving tone. Clove oil is an incredible example here. For centuries, across different cultures, it's been used for its ability to stimulate peripheral nerves. When you apply it, properly diluted of course, it sends this gentle, yet quite clear signal. It subtly awakens nerve endings that might have become less responsive over time. It's like a soft little tap on the shoulder, a reminder that full sensation is still absolutely available.
A gentle tap. I like that image.
And then there's rosemary oil. Now, many people know rosemary for mental clarity, right? Sharpening focus. But ancient practices also prized it as a really powerful muscle tonic. Applied externally, it was believed to improve the tone and the resilience of tissues, and that includes the tissues of the male member. Now, this isn't some overnight miracle change, it's about consistent daily use over weeks. But with that dedication, it contributes to a noticeable firmness, a more robust kind of response. It's gradual, sustainable restoration.
So it's a patient process then, reinforcing, building strength and sensitivity slowly over time, that kind of steady dedication.
Wow, that's a powerful idea in itself, especially today when everyone wants results, like yesterday. It truly is. Patience is key. Now let's journey even deeper to oils associated with the very root of desire and resilience. There's macaca oil. It comes from a root found high in the Andes Mountains. It was apparently a staple even before the Incan Empire, used for centuries. As an oil, it was revered not just for stimulating desire itself, but for actually strengthening the deep tissues, providing a foundational resilience. Many traditions even saw it as awakening a kind of ancestral memory within the masculine body, like tapping into this deep inherent capacity for stamina and vitality that might have been, well, forgotten or dormant.
Ancestral memory.
Wow, okay. Then there's Damiana oil. This one was particularly prized by traditional healers in Mexico. They used it specifically to reawaken dormant passion. That was its focus. When you apply it, again, diluted, with slow, deliberate massage, usually to the inner thighs and the lower belly, it creates this gentle, warming sensation. And many men who've embraced this ritual, they report a really profound awakening of desire, yes, but also increased firmness, and interestingly, a remarkable boost in self-esteem.
Ah, there it is again. That connection to overall self-esteem. That's profound. It really shows how holistic this ancient approach is. It's clearly not just about the physical mechanics, is it?
Not at all. It's deeply holistic. And finally, let's touch on oils that in these traditions were specifically linked to the deepest sense of power and rigidity. Mura Puama oil. It's known as potency wood and comes from the Amazon. Traditionally, it was understood to work by stimulating the nerves along the spinal column, which in turn was believed to significantly improve rigidity, especially in mature men. It's seen as reaching right into the core nervous system.
To the core nervous system, okay.
And lastly, black sesame oil. This is a real cornerstone in Ayurvedic medicine from India. It's celebrated for its deeply nourishing properties. Not stimulating in the same way, perhaps, but nourishing. When used continuously, it was seen as strengthening and fortifying the entire system from the ground up, providing this profound, sustained foundation of well-being over the long term.
Okay, this is a lot of amazing information. So let's bring it back. What does this all mean for you, the person listening right now? Because it feels like it's about so much more than just, rubbing some oils on.
That's absolutely the crucial takeaway here. True vitality and maturity, as understood by these ancient ways. It doesn't just live in blood flow stats or hormone levels. It really emanates from a profound connection between the mind, the heart, and the soul. The sources consistently highlight that a man's inner state, his self-perception, his connection to himself, it's just as critical, if not more so, than his physical condition alone.
Right. It explains that observation. You can see young men who feel sort of turned off, maybe lacking that spark.
Yeah.
And yet you can witness older men who are absolutely full of fire, full of zest for life.
Exactly. And the difference, as these traditions illuminate it, often lies in their approach to self-care. It lies in how they honor that sacred connection between their spirit and their physical body. The message really is, the fire has not gone out within you. Not at all. You are simply learning the ancient way, perhaps a new way for you, to tend to those embers, to gently, patiently nurture that flame back to its full brilliance. Never, ever forget the profound inherent power you hold within.
So what we've really explored today is this powerful alternative perspective on male vitality, one that deeply emphasizes self-connection, listening to your body and tapping into the profound wisdom of these ancient traditions. It's a reminder, isn't it? That strength, desire, vigor, they aren't necessarily lost with age. Maybe they just transform, inviting a deeper, more mindful engagement with your own body and spirit.
Precisely. And maybe here's a final thought to consider. How might integrating this kind of mindful, ritualistic self-care, going beyond just the potential physical benefits, how might that transform not only your physical well-being, but your entire sense of self, your confidence, your connection to life's deeper energies? This practice, this path, it can truly be a way to discover a richer, more profound experience of masculinity in your mature years.
That's a powerful thought to end on. If this wisdom, this conversation has served you today, remember to subscribe. We have so many more conversations from the heart like this one, exploring these kinds of journeys. There's so much more to share on this path of discovery and really self-honor. Until next time, be well and truly honor yourself.